We always start off with the 4 rules against
Fundamentals of shooting a revolver are identical to the fundamentals of shooting a semi-automatic.
This is a fun drill that I like to do. It's a great rifle for home defense, for personal protection. Have a great time. So everybody, let's go and do some shooting, shall we? Hi, Asp. This is John with today's episode of Active Self-Protection. Boy, it's a weird week for me. Second time in 3 days that I've had a kind of a self-defense incident. I wanted to just kind of get you in on the deal. This one, everything came out well. Just wanted to tell you what happened because, again, the plan is so important. Knowing where your strike points are, why you do what you do, and when are you going to take the various measures that you should take. Very important for you to learn and very important for you to have in advance, because when that time comes, it is way too late. I try to take a walk every day. I'm trying to lose some weight right now, and I'm trying to get out and go for a walk every day, rehab my knee. And over the last few days, some of you saw an Asp last week that we had to put our old lab Gracie down and euthanize her, and so my younger dog, he's a big 75-pound American bulldog that his name is John Moses Browning, but we call him Moses. And so I grabbed up Moses and we went for a walk today. No big deal. He's a good dog. We went around. It's a couple-mile walk. Well, we got about 100 yards from a park that that we kind of walked through, and I noticed about a maybe 50 or 60-pound pit bull that was kind of wandering around off leash. Didn't look like it had a collar on in that little park. So I beelined Moses around to the other side, and that dog ran off into the neighborhood. So I didn't really think a whole lot of it. Went through the park, and I was just about to cross into another area over a bridge, and that pit bull came out towards us, came back out of the neighborhood, and then started really kind of galloping across this little parking lot towards where Moses and I were. Now, my dog's a pretty good dog, but boy, you got a 60-pound pit bull that's really giving you some good jog right next to you and really kind of coming out, all four off the ground at the same time. I had to decide in that moment, what was I going to do? Now, of course, I don't go out of the house without some force multiplying tools and without some protective tools on me. So I had to decide at that moment which of them is going to be the most appropriate. Now, every day when I'm going out for my walk, I carry 2 things on me. Number 1, I carry a pepper spray. This particular one is a Defense Technology. Very powerful spray, a couple million Scoville units. This is a nasty little tool and can do that. And of course, obviously in another pocket, I carry my little pocket gun. This is right now my backup, but it's a little 380 automatic. And so I had to decide, wait a minute, is this dog a threat to my life? Is it a threat to my dog? What's going on? And I had to decide right then. So I ask you, you got a 60-pound pit bull that is running your way pretty fast, not really full tilt boogie, but pretty fast, and you've got about 2 seconds to figure out until that dog is on top of you. What are you going to do? Well, for me, what I did was I had to recognize and say, is that dog, does it look like it means me harm? Is it in an aggressive posture, in a curious posture, or a playful posture? And I looked, and the dog didn't have its hackles up. It wasn't coming real hard. It wasn't barking. So I didn't think that my life was in danger. I didn't think that I was facing a deadly threat. But I also had this 75-pound American bulldog here that I didn't want to get mauled, and he doesn't meet other dogs real well. So out comes the pepper spray, because I know I can keep that dog a little ways away from me. And so I started issuing that dog verbal commands, started using my voice to try to get it to stop. I raised my voice, hop, stop, 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 hey, get away from me, and started really talking at that dog. Dog stopped about 20 feet from me, so I'm standing there with my dog, keeping my dog at bay, and he was a good boy, and sitting here with my pepper spray out, ready to spray that dog if that dog got any closer. Well, sure enough, in she crept, and again, I wasn't feeling like I was at risk of physical assault myself, but I think, she was going to come after me, and I didn't want to have a fight with my dogs. So she didn't listen to a verbal command. Boom, got the dog, sprayed it with the pepper spray to keep it away from me. Stay away from me, stay away from me. Backed up. She kept coming. Boom, hit her with the spray just for a second. Now I'm going to tell you, people ask me all the time, is pepper spray effective on a dog? This isn't a lesson in pepper sprays, okay? Some will, some won't. Even the best pepper spray will be effective, sometimes against dogs and not others, and sometimes it will be effective against people, and occasionally it won't be effective against somebody. So it's not a perfect tool, but this is why I really recommend having a tool like this one, and I'm not going to pimp a particular brand or anything today, but having that tool available is important to you, because my other alternative, if I felt we were in danger, was to go draw the 380 and put a shot in that dog's chest. I'd have had to probably kill a dog. Now, again, she wasn't coming at me in that aggressive a way, so I wasn't worried about my life. So that made the firearm an inappropriate tool, a tool that I wasn't ready to use. And then if she had attacked my dog, that pit bull had attacked my dog, then if I go for the 380, I could shoot my dog very easily. And so having a tool like this available kept that dog out about 15 feet. Sure enough, I popped her just a little bit. Off she ran. She didn't want anything more to do with us. Grabbed up my dog. Off we went home. Called animal control. Everything came out okay. But having less than lethal options is a very good thing. I just take this guy here. This one's made by Defense Technologies. I find it's an effective spray. And I just threw it in the pocket of the sweater, the hoodie that I wear. And so it's sitting there in that pocket all the time. Now, another ASP tip for you here is that I keep that dog on my right hand. I keep that dog here in a posture. Now, why do you do that? Because my left hand is what I use to shoot with, okay? So keep it on your off shooting hand. Keep that dog there. Then everything else was staged in my pockets on my strong hand, my shooting hand, so that I had the gun in my left front pocket if I needed it. I had the pepper spray in the left front pocket so I can keep control of this dog if I need to, and I can get to my tools, my force multipliers. So make sure that you stage your tools appropriately when you're going out to go on a walk or go wherever you go. And also, you got to have the plan in place. I had already decided that when that dog was coming, that if I have a dog that's approaching me that I feel threatened by personally, I'm not going for pepper spray, I'm going for a gun. If I feel like maybe it's a threat to my dog or just a threat to get into an altercation with me, then I'm going to go for the pepper spray first and see if I can get rid of that dog. Those were my strike points. Worked out well for me in this case. So make sure that your attitude is already there, your skills are there, but that your plan is in place, everybody. That's all for today. As always, keep your ASP covered.
So everybody, let's go and do some shooting, shall we?